All right, so go ahead and tell us who you are, introduce yourself, and what's the role of your charity, at your charity.
So I'm Diana Riscano, and I am the president and co-founder of Paws,
And when was your charity established?
2010, August of 2010. And in the past, it's a little over 8 years now. We're coming close to celebrating 9 years, and we've assisted over 6,000 animals, and we are almost at $850,000 in paid medical bills. And we're a very small organization. I am the person that gets the requests and authorizes the medical visits, and pretty much maintains the entire operation.
So the mission of your charity, do you have a blanket statement?
Yes, we our mission is to reduce the number of abandoned and stray animals by funding medical treatment for them, and working with rescues or individual rescuers, I like to call them independent rescuers, that go out to look for the permanent homes for the animal once we've paid their medical treatment. The medical treatment can be anything as simple as just simple vetting, like what we'll probably do with this little guy, Earl. We don't know for sure yet because he or she is very young, but could be just spay, neuter, vaccines, and testing, or it could be as critical as amputations, eye removals, leg surgeries. We've done it all.
So how do you find people that want to take these rescued animals?
Well, the animals, the people find us, number one, and we, since we started, when we first started, we usually worked with rescue groups and shelters. And our whole thinking was, it started because the other co-founder, Gina DeLuca, worked in an emergency medical hospital. And so the idea was, we'll pay the medical because nobody else is out there to do that, and then we would get with rescues to help us place. It's now become that place where just individuals, like I said, good Samaritans, will come in and say, I found this kitten, I found this dog on the street. We've helped so many dogs with parvo. It's the parvo virus, which is deadly for puppies. And heartworm, a lot of heartworm treatment, which is really very strong right now in the summer months and the spring. So we help. We're the only organization that I know of in Michigan that truly helps all abandoned and stray animals. Not just rescue groups, not just shelters, but people that are actually like this little one here. It was an independent rescuer, I like to call him, who's been a friend of Paws for many years now. And he found this baby who was in jeopardy of getting attacked by a dog, and the mama left him behind when she moved the others. And these are the kind of people we help, and nobody else out there is doing that. So
would you say it is mostly dogs and cats?
Oh yeah. One time we helped a goat that was rescued by a Warren animal control officer at a pet shop that has since been closed down, and it was
raided. Bunny too.
Bunnies, a couple bunnies here and there, because Gina is known to also help birds and bunnies, but it's typically all companion animals. But the goat had a blockage and was just dying in the pet store, and the animal control officer contacted us, and we took care of the blockage, and the goat is still alive with one of the doctors we work with at an emergency hospital. She has a farm.
That's great. Now, you may have said it at the beginning, but just repeat for us, how many animals have benefited from your charity since 2010?
A little over 6,000 animals at my count. I think there's more, because what I also like to tell people is, for every animal that we spay and neuter, you're saving hundreds, if not thousands, because with cats can produce 3 times a year, 3 litters a year. If you average 5 kittens 3 times, that's 15 kittens. If they go unspayed or neutered, they go on to do the same. And you can understand why there's such an overwhelming population of cats. Dogs, they are not as productive, but still in all, you know, every time you spay or neuter a dog, you're saving other animals or other dogs from, oh, look at this, from, you know, just procreating and just dying on the streets, because that's what'll happen. People are, you know, there's a lot of cruel people. There's people, like this is the time of the year when we have so many auto accident, or, you know, where they get hit by cars, and it's tough. And then you have areas that, you know, where there's rats and there's leptospirosis, which will be deathly to dogs. So it's a tough time of the year.
Diana, why did you personally start this organization?
I'm not quite sure, no. It was really Gina, and we happened to, my husband and I had been doing something else with family as far as fundraising, and then we had some money left over. Talked to Gina. At the time, she had a little kitten rescue at the hospital she worked at the time. She ended up saying, oh, I'm not there anymore, I'm at an emergency. And in emergency hospitals, they get a lot of animals that people bring in that they don't, you know, they find them on the street. They've been hit by a car, or they're lying, dying on the sidewalk. And the emergency hospital, so many of the doctors and the vet techs, they're very generous. But there comes a point where they just can't do anymore. And so those animals would be euthanized. So that's where we came up with the idea, if we could raise the funds to pay for that, then maybe we could save them and find them homes, and that's where it started, and it's just gone crazy from there. We work with a number of veterinarians all over the state. Mostly everything we do is in Macomb County, then Oakland County, and Wayne County, but I will get contacts from people in Mount Pleasant or Lansing, and you know, if I can, I try to work things out with a veterinarian to get them help.
Mm-hmm. So do you get any funding from the state, or?
No, all funding is directly from individual donations, and we have fundraisers. We have one coming up. It's a 5K on August 17th. It's a fun 5K walk run here in St. Clair Shores, and that's what we do. And then we've had great community partners. Last night, the Ovation did they identified us as their, you know, charity partner. They've done that a few times for us, and we get a portion of their ticket sales. And we have a lot of, Kroger's has been wonderful as a community partner, so thankfully we have that going on too.
So what would the $5,000 top prize mean to you?
Oh, well, let's see. Today I just got a bill from an emergency hospital for a few cats that we had in there over the last couple weeks. That bill is a little over $2,000. Yesterday I picked up another bill for $6,000 at another vet that we work with, dogs and cats. And those are just two. You know, I haven't seen the dollar amount yet, but I just got another one from All About Animals, who we work with quite often. That $5,000 would just mean so much. It would, because it's not cheap. The average cat, if you do nothing else but just vaccines and spay and neuter, is minimum $100. A dog will be minimum $200. And in our case, we do a lot of that. We help a lot of cats that are, you know, being what they call TNR'd, which is trapped, neutered, and returned. But there's the so many animals that really need, you know, the serious help, and you know, we couldn't afford it without those kinds of donations. I mean, I just can't tell you how critical that is.
Okay. Can you share one success story with us?
We've had, we are blessed to have so many, and one is Chance, who Denise, who is one of our board members, took on 3 years ago, 4 years ago.
4 years ago.
He was paralyzed. Chance is a cat. He was paralyzed, and Denise found got a emergency call saying this cat was going to be euthanized at a high-kill shelter in another county. And Denise contacted me and said, could you back me? And I said, sure we would. Well, 1 year, his back legs were paralyzed. 1 year of working very hard and going to one of our favorite doctors, Dr. Kern at Positive Steps. Chance is now walking.
Walking, climbing cat trees, jumping, being a mentor for all the fosters that come in. And we have another paralyzed cat now at the house, and she's following in his footsteps.
And real quickly, Chance is, I consider Chance our feline mascot. He's been on TV and everything. Our other one is Hercules. And Hercules is a dog who is probably close to 8 years ago. His owner broke both of his back legs when he got into the garbage. And the owner only ended up getting a year's probation. And the good part is that the great animal control officer got Hercules surrendered to Gina. And so he went through aquatherapy, and Dr. Kern now adopted him, her and her husband, and Hercules is our canine mascot. And you can just go to our website and click into Chance, click into Hercules, and you can get their stories.
Is there anything else you want to add?
Just that I really appreciate FreeStar Financial doing this. I think it's just great when businesses really want to help the community, and also the fact that they were open to helping animal nonprofits, because there's a number of businesses that just focus on human, but animals are so important to humans. I mean, my dad's 88 years old, he's got 3 cats. He lives for those cats. And I mean, animals are just, and pets are just so important to people. So I just think it's wonderful that they were open to doing that, and we really appreciate it, and we hope we win. And if not, we still appreciate the money that we're gonna get anyways, and hope that through this that we get even more people interested in Paws.
Thank you.